So it is consciousness which is witnessing, is what we call chitta. And then it has also great joy, which we call ananda. That's why we chant Satchitananda, we chant. So these are the properties of consciousness. It is also the ability to witness. It cannot participate, but it can witness. So it is consciousness which is witnessing the mind, which is witnessing the thoughts. And when consciousness witnesses, it does not identify. It just sees thoughts, it just sees the mind, it just sees all actions. So you are the pure consciousness. So right now you are identifying yourself with the mind. That's why you are imprisoned within the mind. But once you jump out, you are free of the clutches of the mind, and all that you are doing is witnessing. And to witness, you have got to witness and see what it is like. I don't have to describe that. Then you form concepts. But once you get there, it's all very clear. Nobody need teach you anything. You know for yourself. You will get there, don't worry. Every week people are getting there now. The process is speeding up now. More and more people are making it across the world. And so effortlessly, and then you start laughing because you would wonder, how did I miss this all these years? Such a simple thing it is. As simple as breathing. You would really be laughing at yourself. All things are witnessed, that's all. So it is consciousness which is witnessing, which is nowhere but everywhere. You can't say it is here, you can't say it is there, it's everywhere, no? So everything is being witnessed. More if I would talk, you will make concepts out of it. I will leave it like that, waiting for you to get there. Yeah, right now you are caught up in the mind, and you keep doing all these things for the sake of escaping your own suffering. Now when you get awakened, the same things you would do, the same job, the same profession, the same business, but the experience is totally different. Now you are doing what you are doing. Once you become awakened, let's say you're a carpenter. It's no more work. As you do carpentry, you would love it. You would experience every moment of it. Let's say you're a clerk in an office. As you put ink to paper and you keep scribbling something, some figures or something, that is enjoyable. It's no more work. Suppose you're a hotelier, it's again enjoyable. All work becomes thoroughly enjoyable. Right now, it's drudgery. You've got to do it for survival or as a means to escape your own suffering. But it's no more required. The same work goes on. Nothing would change. If you happen to be a tailor, you continue to be a tailor on awakening. A barber, yes, you continue to be a barber. Or a scientist, you continue to be a scientist. Nothing changes. The same wife, the same children, the same home. But it all looks very, very different. The experience is totally different. That's all there is to it. So it would not disturb your normal life. In fact, you become very efficient. You become very capable because no stress, no strain, no conflict. So supreme efficiency comes out of it. So you don't have to worry about it.